Hey, what's up, buddy? Today, in this video, I'm going to be responding to some of your questions. I hope that you'll enjoy hearing my answers and learning some vocabulary along the way. Let's get right into it. So Super Monk asked, Bro, so which one is better if I want a GF? A GF is a girlfriend, if you didn't know. Hello Talk? I don't recommend using these apps for that purpose, but yeah, definitely Hello Talk. Next, Proper asked, Hola amigo, gracias por este video. What do you think if I get 100% of the video? What level do I have? Well, if you're getting 100% or understanding 100% of my videos, you certainly have a B2 level at least. So if you would like to know what level you have, a easy and free way to do that would be through Busuu. They have special tests and they'll tell you what level you're at. And they'll even issue you or give you a certificate based on the level that you have. Next, Islam asked, how can I improve my Spanish? Improving your Spanish, it's just like improving any language. You need to listen to a ton of Spanish that you can understand. So my number one resource for learning Spanish that I would recommend would be the YouTube channel Dreaming Spanish. They have super beginner content, intermediate content, and even some advanced content that you can listen to. Of course though, while Dreaming Spanish is an amazing YouTube channel, you need some variety in the resources that you consume. So I would also suggest that you use Busuu and complete their course on Spanish. Next, Danielle asks, any tips for beginners? Well, if you are a complete beginner, I would definitely suggest that you go to Anki or Quizlet and find the 1,000 most common words in English and memorize them. This will take you straight from A1 to A2 very quickly. Not only this, you'll be able to understand very basic content. So, for example, you could listen to videos that are for super beginners in English. I would also suggest you check out Easy English, which is a YouTube channel which makes videos for beginners like yourself. And also, I would suggest that you use Busuu. They have an A1 and an A2 course for English. So I would check that out if I were you. Next, I don't read Korean. I've never studied Korean. I'm sorry. But this person asks, how old are you? I thought you were more than 25. So I am 23 years old. I actually just turned 23, a little bit less than a month ago, on the 28th of June. So yeah, I'm still a young kid. Next, I don't read, I'm assuming this is the Cyrillic script. I don't read that. So my apologies. But this person asked about me pronouncing the word etc. and why it's spelled E-T-C-E-T-E-R-A, but it's pronounced like E-X-E, etc. This is a good question, but there's not a wonderful answer to give you. English is not a phonetic language, and so there are a lot of words that don't follow rules in their pronunciation. This is what makes it so hard, even for natives, to spell correctly, because the way we speak and the way we write is very different. So my answer is the pronunciation for this word in American English is etc. And there's really no good explanation as to why we pronounce it that way. Next, ARS2604 said, there are so many different things in English. Do you Americans understand it all? I wonder if when you're watching a movie from Canada or Australia, do you use subtitles or do you not have to do that at all? That's a good question. If we're watching something that is from Britain or Australia, there will be words that we don't understand. Normally, that'll be slang that they use in these countries. However, because we're able to understand, 90, 95, 97% of the words used, it doesn't make a huge difference, and we can normally assume what slang terms mean within context. But we definitely don't know all of their slang. Next, Muhammad Ali said, "Your accent is understandable and clear, bro. I don't know why, but I understand you, but sometimes I can't understand other native speakers." So I've had that question or that comment made a lot on my channel. And basically, the problem is native speakers speak a little bit quicker and they connect the words a lot. And they don't pronounce each word as much as I do in these videos. So that's the difference. It's really good that you can understand my videos, and it's wonderful practice. But whenever I'm speaking to my brother, for example, I would probably be talking to him a little bit more like this. So it's a little bit faster, I'm connecting the words a bit more. And yeah, I'm not really paying attention to whether he's understanding me or not, because I know that he will. But whenever I'm talking to you guys, I try and pronounce each word a little bit better. And also, I try to not use too many slang terms or advanced words. So that's why you can understand me. But you can't understand a lot of native speakers when they're talking in a series or in a YouTube video. That would be the answer to that question. Next, Elizabeth asked if she could write the word could have, but still pronounce it coulda, or if we write the word coulda as well in text. So we normally write things correctly, but we pronounce them wrong, let's say. So I would write could have or could have, but I would pronounce it coulda when I'm talking to another native speaker. And just like with all of those words, should have, I'll write should have, just like this, but I'll pronounce it shoulda. So yeah, that's the difference. When we are speaking, we'll say it in a different way, but when we write, we will write it correctly, normally. That's for most people, at least. Some young kids, they'll write it however they want, but most people will write it correctly. And the last question is from TD4409. They ask, is your mother tongue English? It sounds like a perfect English native. It is indeed. Until I was 19 years old, I never even studied another language. I was born and raised in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. So I speak the English of Pennsylvania, which is a very standard American English. Unlike my mother, for example, who is from Massachusetts, and she speaks what they call the New England English. So yeah, that's why I do speak English natively, and I speak a very neutral version of it. Well, I hope that I answered some of your questions in a way that you could understand, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments, and in the future, I'll do another video just like this one. It was wonderful seeing you again, friend. Have an incredible week. Goodbye.